What is up, everyone? My name is Cody, and I'm got another video for you guys today. This is the long-awaited video. I know, I'm so sorry that it's been taking so long, but this is the question and answers video. So if you guys had a question, I asked you to use the hashtag AskCody and send in your questions, and I did my best here to try and answer most questions. Some of them got skipped over because I thought they're repetitive or something like that, but I hope that I answered enough questions. If you guys have any further questions that I did not answer, feel free to tweet at me and I will answer them individually, or I can respond to you in the comment section. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys like this video, please leave a like below. So let's get right back into it. Alright, the first question is from Zoix Zombie. She asks, who has influenced you the most in the Call of Duty community? I would have a bunch of different people because I've been in the Call of Duty community for about 6 years now. I've been making YouTube videos for about 6 years now. When I first started, it was people like Dominator, Grizz, people like that, people that were making sniping videos on Machinima. And those are the videos that really inspired me to start making videos. But then, evolving, people like Nadeshot, honestly, where they made it big. They show that you guys can make a career out of this, and that's what's been inspiring me and trying to lead me into a different path in this community. The second question comes from @MikeyMikes. He said, "Do you think that you might ever go back into competitive gaming in the next CODs?" If you guys didn't know, I took a break from competitive gaming because I'd rather focus on my stream. I'd rather make moves on Twitch rather than just grind out constantly, not seeing any results. So I decided to start focusing on Twitch, and I definitely do see that I will always stay competitive based. I will always stay in the scene because it's just something that I've obviously had a huge passion for, and it's just something that I wanted to take a break from. It's something that I wasn't seeing progression in, so it's more of a break rather than quitting Call of Duty. The next question is going to come from Bubba MLG. He said, will you be joining another team or focusing more on YouTube and streaming? Like I just said, I'm focusing solely on branding myself and worrying about my personal goals. Whether I join another team, that'll be way down the road, but the number one priority is myself right now. The next question comes from SFC_Ducky. He says, what got you into gaming? Just like I said before, I started doing this about 6 years ago. It started out me playing Call of Duty 4. My dad got me Call of Duty 4 in 2007, I believe, like Christmas of 2007, 2008. And he got me Call of Duty 4, and I wasn't really that interested into it. I played a lot of Halo. And then I decided to pick up the game and play it, and I saw that people were making YouTube videos of it, so I decided to search them up, and then I eventually wanted to know how to make those videos. So I messaged some of them. One of them, his name was K Fizzled a Gamer. Probably none of you guys know him, but that was one of the guys that actually helped me out, and he told me that I needed a Dazzle. So I went out and bought a Dazzle, and then that's how I started doing the whole YouTube thing. The next question comes from FADukes_. He says, best placing at an MLG LAN or best placing at any LAN local, and best experience wise. So I haven't placed well at an MLG event at all, awful. At MLG Columbus, that was supposed to be my best outing, and it did not go over well. We lost to two teams that both placed top 16. I believe we lost to Conquer and Skyline, so that didn't go well. But I've placed second. No, I've placed second at a Michigan LAN. That was pretty bad. I was in a Michigan LAN with Demented, Wolf, and Folsom, and then we placed third at the G4G LAN a while ago in, what was that? Was that in February? Yeah, I think that was back in February. So those are my best placings. Nothing crazy. Have not won a single dollar off of Call of Duty. I know, pretty crazy, right? Next question comes from Pezzo_, and he says, green wall or nah? And he's got one thing to say. The next question comes from Calvano Designs, and he says, what would your one tip on improving as a player, going pro, and what got you into gaming? Okay, so I already answered the what got you into gaming, but the one tip that I would have for anybody that wants to go pro, or anybody who is looking to become well known as a good player, honestly, just keep your head down, do your own thing. The main reason why I quit competitive gaming is because the amateur community is just an absolute joke. The people that are involved in it are more focused on what's going on Twitter, making fun of each other, making jokes about other people, rather than improving on the game, which is what you're supposed to be there for. So all I've got to say is just keep your head down, grind out the game, and then just show up when it counts. That's all you got to do. Constantly look to improve, set goals for yourself, whether they're small goals, whether they're big goals. You should always be trying to improve day in and day out. The next question comes from Piggy, and she says, what happens if Pinocchio says My nose is going to grow now. The next question comes from Cameron LLTK, and he asks, what made you get into competitive gaming, and what do you like most about it? Honestly, I really like the traveling part. I know that that's like not a huge part of competitive. I mean, obviously it is, but it's not actually like the competitive gaming part. But honestly, I really just like, interacting with people and, going around the country, I guess the world. But I've never traveled outside of the States. But just going around the country and just, meeting people who have the similarity to you, and just meeting with people. And honestly, it's just the interaction that you get. It's honestly it. Polar Dynamic asked, what sensitivity do you play on? I play on 7 sensitivity. Piggy asked another question. She said, what are your deepest fears? Honestly, my deepest fears, I try not to think about them, obviously. That's how deepest fears are, I guess. It's just losing loved ones, and like losing things that I use every day. I guess change. I guess that's the best way to describe it. If I like lost my YouTube channel, or if I lost, my streaming channel, anything that like I do every single day, or anything has changed, like something happens to somebody that I love, and my daily routine is messed up. That kind of thing really messes with me, and I get into a really bad mindset if I start to think about that kind of stuff. The final question comes from SL_Prada, and she asks, I know you explained how your green screen works, but could you make a video on how exactly you use OBS on your stream overall? Yes, I made a video on it talking about how to set up OBS, but my stream has changed a great deal since then, and everybody wants to know how to do all these new features, how to integrate TweetDeck, how to do my green screen, all that fun stuff. So I will do an updated video on OBS, and I will get that out to you very soon. So yeah, expect that. But I actually missed a part on a previous question. It was the question asking me what my favorite event was, and it was probably MLG Anaheim. I didn't play there, but it was just an absolute blast. I didn't have to worry about anything. I stayed there for about a week, and it was just an absolute blast. I just didn't worry about anything. I was in California, walked around, met a lot of awesome people, and honestly, it was just completely stress-free. Just had a good time in California. And yeah, that was probably my favorite event. So like I said, guys, this is my question and answer video. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the very end. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this answered your questions, obviously. But if you guys have any more questions, feel free to tweet them at me. Feel free to post them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to them. Like I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like below, leave a comment, anything like that. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.